I have a fun rosé episode. It's rosé season. I've got a bubbly rosé and a regular rosé, both with like really great backstories. Hey, welcome back to Drinking It In. I am your host, Chris Casara. We are here to help you know more and drink better. And I think the last time I wore this shirt, I was about 10 pounds lighter. But we're carrying on with this episode anyway. I have a fun rosé episode. It's rosé season. I've got a bubbly rosé and a regular rosé, both with like really great backstories. One I was aware of before shooting this video, and one I was not. So I'm going to start with the bubbles, and this is from McBride Sisters. It is so this is an interesting combination. These are two sisters who apparently were separated at birth, raised in California and New Zealand, and then reconnected and decided to make wine. So they take grapes, they make wine from grapes in New Zealand and California. They have a couple of brands. So if you like supporting female owned and operated businesses, McBride Sisters is for you. If you like supporting businesses from people of color, especially women of color, McBride Sisters is for you. Wild stuff. I had no idea when I bought this bottle that there was so much of a backstory. They also are they're the team behind the Black Girl wine. So I think it's Black Girl Riesling, Black Girl Rosé. They've got a few different wines. So I'm really intrigued by this because I had a sip of this. It's really good stuff. The bubbles are still very lively. This was opened a couple days ago, actually. And there's a really nice like strawberry, marshmallow, citrus type of vibe on it. Just super to smell. It's a pretty salmon color, right? This is everything you want in a bubbly rosé. You can get this for $20. I think it's pretty well distributed in the US. I'll see if I end up seeing it on shelves now that I bought it once. It's really lively. It's got a little bit of acidity, not too bad. Not too much, excuse me, I should say. There's the strawberries are there. It's like a strawberries and a cream, some light, like a floral note too. So it's a really interesting rosé. It's super fun to drink. I think this is a perfect like brunch rosé. It's a perfect rosé to just have out on your porch or just pour and enjoy on a Wednesday night. Good start. So this is from, this particular bottle is from Hawke's Bay, New Zealand, which is a pretty large geographical area, but I think they did a really great job making this wine. I look forward to tasting more. So good. All right, next we have the Love You Bunches Rosé. I think when you see this label on a shelf, you're likely to just pick it up because it's fun. It has a fun message. We don't say we love you bunches, but we might start now after we have this wine. So this is produced by Stolpman Vineyards, which is a well-known producer in California in the Central Valley, Santa Barbara County. I've had a number of their red wines, really enjoyed them. And there was an interview that was on the SocialSomm TV podcast where the host interviewed I think the owner of the vineyard, and he was talking about the story of how they came up with this blend, how they started producing the rosé and they just couldn't keep it in stock, mainly because of the label and the name. The name Love You Bunches comes from the extra care that they put into the wine because they use the entire bunch. So that's kind of fun, although I'm pretty sure they knew what they were doing from a marketing perspective. Sangiovese from California, making a really pale rosé. Let's see what it tastes like. It's got a creamy peach vibe. It's funny, I find both of these wines have a little bit of a creamy vibe to them. 12% alcohol by volume. This is the 2024 vintage. Yeah, just a nice, pleasant, creamy peach. Not getting too much more. It's not jumping out of the glass, even though I did just open this. I mean, I don't know what else you would want in a rosé. This is super easy to drink, light on the palate, a bit of crispness, like crisp, acidity. I'm getting more peaches and citrus. I was expecting to get something red. I was expecting, because it was Sangiovese, I'd get some cherries. I'm not getting any cherries, but I don't think you need it. It has its own kind of vibe. So really, really nice. No, I need to rate these wines. I feel like, let's start with the 2024 Love You Bunches. It's quite nice. I'm gonna go with a straight old 90 points. Really good. I would buy it again. It's $20. I think it drinks a lot better. It offers a little more flavor than a lot of the really light rosés you get from Provence in France. I like my rosés to have a little more flavor. This one definitely brings a little more flavor to the table. It's not overly done. It doesn't go too far into like being closer to a red wine. So, if that's your style, then go grab a bottle. You'll be happy. And you could probably bring this as a little gift to any sort of barbecue or pool party. It's just super clean and refreshing, just like a rosé should be. All right, let's get back to the McBride sisters. Again, non-vintage sparkling brut rosé, Hawke's Bay, New Zealand. I feel like I'm enjoying this a little more than that. There's a little more going on here. So I'm gonna go 91 points on the McBride sisters. And that's what I got for you. Thank you so much for joining. Eddie's waiting to run through the screen. Oh, he's sending us off. All right, thanks for joining. See you soon, cheers. Thanks, Eddie.